Hello, everyone. I think I'm live now. So, a very good evening to all. I hope that I'm properly visible, clearly audible. If those who are watching me live, if they can give me the confirmation that whether my voice is properly audible or not, that would be really great. So, can I expect some confirmation from those people who are watching me live? Am I properly visible, clearly audible or not? And we will wait for few minutes that everyone will join, and then maybe we will start our today's live. I hope that you already have seen from the thumbnail itself that the agenda for today's live is to talk with our esteemed guest Sourabh Garg. He's currently, you know, doing a job at Microsoft, and we'll talk with him. So, hi Saurabh, how are you?
Hello, hi Priya. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, great, great. So before we will start this particular podcast, so could you please introduce yourself to the audience that, where are you working? What is your academia background? Everything in a great detail.
Sure. Okay. Hi everyone. So I'm Saurabh. I'm currently working in Microsoft from around past 4 years. So I joined it straight out of my college through campus placement. So my college was IIT BHU Varanasi, right? And I did my graduation in mathematics and computing. And thereafter I joined Microsoft, and currently I'm working in Edge browser team.
Okay, that's superb. That's superb. So how much experience now you have working in Microsoft?
So totally it's around 4+ year.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Superb. So, you got this job as a own campus or you applied off campus?
Yes, it was on-campus placement, which I got through my college only.
Okay. So, uh, any reason why you picked up Microsoft? Maybe
Uh,
you are from IIT, so you might got a lot many opportunities as well apart from this company. So, any motivation, any reason behind choosing this company?
yeah, so basically, I have heard from my seniors like it has a very good culture, and there you also get too much to learn, right? And along with learning, you will have a good work-life balance. You can do a lot of innovations. Like it give you enough time to explore, not only just in the working area. You can explore around and try to see what others are doing, what what is there. Like it has a lot of products, right? So you can see out like what all things are building. So there
Okay.
were multiple such reasons like through that helped me to select Microsoft.
Okay. So you started as a fresher in that company, right? And you are saying it's been 4 years that you're working in that company. So how is your role evolved in that company in the entire duration?
Yeah, so as a junior developer, there is no much responsibilities. As in, like you are at the learning phase, right? So you will ramp up with the technologies which teams are working on. You will be assigned some small task, right? They might be bug, they might be a small ask, and you will be working under some senior developers, right? So
Okay.
you do mistakes, you need some help there, you learn from those mistakes, and you come to this level where you becomes more responsible for whatever you are doing. So now as a experienced person, it is your responsibility to uh, work on more broader projects. Like you do the planning part, you do the designing part. You are not doing the work alone. You have to show your impact as a whole team, right? So there will be some juniors who are working with you, so you have to guide them, you have to set a right path for them so that they can have a good journey, they have a good experience as a junior SD.
Okay. So Saurabh, here there are so many people who will watch the session after this live also, and there are so many people who are joining us live as well. So I believe that maximum of them are freshers, right? those who are, upgrading themselves in order to reach to these kind of companies. So
Hmm.
what is the complete process which usually have, which Microsoft or any other big product based companies usually take, and what kind of skill set they can, obtain in themselves as a fresher, so that they will be able to get an idea and the chance to explore these companies.
Sure, sure. So basically, like every big organizations like will take some online test and interviews, right? And mostly in those interviews, like they will just judge your problem solving skills. So how you are
Okay.
approaching any problem. And
Hmm.
basically they take this kind of test based on some kind of data structure and algorithm, or building some kind of projects, or how this particular uh, product is designed, right? So those are kind of concept which one must be aware of, right? And if you are joining as a fresher, the ask is very easy. You have to clear those online tests, you have to be very communicative in your interview, right? It is not like you have to solve each and every problem. You have to explain whatever you are thinking in the right manner, right? And apart from that, the first thing is like you have to have a good resume. And for having a good resume, it is better to develop some skill set, like building some projects around android development or website development, or any kind of projects like that give a weight on your resume. So you can work on your resume, and then try to learn more and more DSA, so that your thinking skills will develop.
So there is a lot more talk going on currently, that is the DSS still relevant in 2024 in order to prepare for these kind of companies? What do you think? Because as you're working in the company, you must meet the freshers as well in the company. So you might be aware that what's the process currently going on. What do you
Mhm.
think? Is this still a relevant skill to learn, be it any
Yeah, I
domain?
feel yeah, I feel DSA is a good medium, like to judge like if the person is capable of thinking something, right? If you are given with a random situation or challenge, like how you will go for that particular challenge. So
Hmm.
DSA is just a medium, and if you see like their usability in the actual working environment, I still find those are relevant, because like in many of the concept which we develop, I have I have used those kind of tech stack, right? I have used data structure, those we think like will not be used in real world environment, right? I have used try in building some kind of search automate, like in the search capability, like the results come up, right? So their try
Hmm.
data structure will get used. So you, if you are having a good fundamentals, then that will help you to build bigger systems.
Superb, superb. So one thing is clear from this episode, this podcast, that DSA is still relevant.
Hmm.
Those who are, asking that if we will be able to create projects, and if we will be able to build some, end-to-end system, is that enough to crack the companies? That might be good, but as Saurabh said, to do the optimization, to make it more understandable, more optimized, we require DSA in order to create some big uh, products in the company. Okay, so you have talked about your projects. So can you talk about what projects you are currently working in Microsoft, and what kind of tech stack you're working in?
So I currently work in Edge browser. So it
Okay.
is based on an open source project that was Chromium, right?
Okay.
So Chromium is kind of a browser framework that is built on React Native and native C++, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it involves like front end, the one which a user is seeing. So you all are seeing YouTube on a browser, right? So how that
Yes.
browser works, how it allows different websites to run on, right? How it is rendering or video. So those all are part of this browser. And currently, I in browser there are different areas. So currently, I am working in autofill area. So if you
Okay.
think, autofill is like filling forms, like whenever we are filling forms for any exam or those things, we provide some suggestions to the user to select and pick any suggestions from them, so that they can easily fill those forms, right?
Okay.
So that is one of the project or area which I am currently working in.
Oh, that's superb. That's superb. So, those who are watching us live, if you have any questions, anything, whatever Saurabh is talking about here, or maybe any other thing as well, with respect to the career, with respect to the interview questions, interview process, do write it in the chat window. We will take all these questions after our live will get, this podcast will get over. We will spend 15-20 minutes where we will ask the questions. Okay. So let's move to the next question, Saurabh. So, how is your typical day in Microsoft? Can you highlight the challenges, the exciting aspects of your day-to-day life, which you are facing currently?
Sure, sure. So I will start with the first question. So my day start with like I usually follow 9 to 5 timings, right? So I usually like to work in the offsite or like on-site thing, right? I usually go to office, and there I first thing I usually do is check my mails or messages, whatever I have got from the past day or past night, right? And
Mhm.
thereafter I see if there are any pull request or any changes from other peers. So I review those changes, right, if
Mhm.
there are any pending. Afterwards, like we usually have some kind of daily stand up where we share our learnings or what we did last day, or if we are blocked somewhere, so we ask for any help from peers, right? So we do that stand up, and after our stand up, like there usually have some quick catch up, like if someone needs our help, right, or we need someone's help. So if we need it for a very quick time, we usually do it after our stand up, and thereafter we do our regular work, like our daily task, like whatever we are supposed to do for some time. And thereafter, like after lunch, like again we usually have some scheduled meetings, right? uh, that varies from day to day, but if there are any meeting, then we do those meetings. And again after that, like we usually do our regular work, try to finish it by 5 or 6, and then that's the day for me.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. So, can you talk about a bit with respect to our today's, headline itself, cultural and hackathons in Microsoft? Can you, highlight those aspects as well in the Microsoft, that what is currently we have in that company?
Sure, sure, sure. So Microsoft believe in innovations, right? And its culture give us that support, like to explore around the different things, like different tech stack which are coming, right, which are trending in the market. And hackathon is one medium by which they provide this whole thing, right? So they usually do one global hackathon every year. So that 1 week of time they gives every employee to work on some project, some side project. And even I have seen like there is not only one hackathon going around the year, like there are at least 3 to 4 hackathons where they can participate, anyone can participate, right? And
Okay,
it
global
is not
hackathons means, sorry to interpret, but global means all over the world anyone can
all over the
participate.
world, all over the
Oh,
world it will happen. Like
okay, okay.
not everyone will be able to participate, every Microsoft employee will be able to participate
Okay, okay, okay.
throughout the world at that
Got
particular
it.
time frame. No one will be working on their regular task or something, like they will be more working over some project whichever they are having interest. Like it may not be confined to Microsoft boundaries, like they can develop some kind of IoT device, they can develop some kind of working prototype or not working prototype, right? Any kind of project is uh, invited there, right? And the best
Okay,
part is like there is one platform, the garage, like that sponsor whatever work you are doing. So
okay.
they that will motivate people to come and join the hackathon more and more in number.
That's super awesome. Like for the employees, they are matlab, for that 1 week also they are saying ki don't do any work specifically with respect to that company, just focus on the hackathon thing
Yeah.
and try to deliver the things, right?
Yeah, so best part is like people will think more, people will bring some ideas, and Microsoft will work on those ideas to bring them into production, right? If they find that the idea is good enough, like that can make the make good impact for everyone, so they will try to productionize those ideas. So I myself have done some projects there, which later came into productions.
That's super awesome. Like, I really like this idea. Uh, can you talk about what kind of projects you said that you have also delivered few of them? Like, in what specific domains they are in?
So basically, like my personal aim usually is to explore different tech stack. Like I have worked in Hololens, like how applications are developed in Hololens, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So Hololens usually use some kind of mixed reality, right? So basically, you can visualize some kind of element, and you can also see the real person. So that is a mixed boundary of uh, our imagination, like how we want our world to be, right? Like last year around somewhere there was metaverse that came into play, right?
Yep.
So there we developed some kind of application which can be used by people uh, to simulate some kind of device. Like let's say if you want to uh, learn how this particular machine is working, right? So you
Mhm.
cannot go directly and try to unplug everything and try to work with that machine, right? So we developed one project where there is a imaginary uh, 3D asset which is being shown in the HoloLens, and that is visible to everyone when we are
Okay.
wearing those, and we are able to see how we can unplug and try to work on that particular machine. So that was one of the application project which we were working.
That's really amazing. Uh, So let's take one question which uh, Prabhutva is asking, that, what kind of projects? So you have talked about that, uh,
Hmm.
we need to focus on resume part, right? Whenever
Hmm.
we want to focus on these kind of companies. So what kind of projects which we should work upon, which is quite simple, and HR
So
also gets impressed by it. They
huh,
want simple also, and HR also gets impressed. So that
yeah.
that kind of answer you need to give.
Yeah, so basically before HR, like there is one software like ATS checker. You have to
Yes.
impress that, right? So basically it works on some kind of keywords, right? So basically whatever is trending in the market, right? We should work upon those projects. So if you see, if you want to do mobile application development, then you can either go for Flutter, like Flutter or Kotlin. Like Flutter is a uh, uh, cross platform app development thing, which is very easy to learn, right? And you can build any kind of mobile application which you want. So if you want to go for mobile development, Flutter is the best choice which you can learn. And if you want to go for the web development, so React is the trend in the market. Like every second post on the LinkedIn will ask for React. So you can try to build some kind of web development using React. So those are very easy to learn skills, and yeah, definitely HR will obviously get impressed by them.
Okay. So one more question by Pratik, that what questions are usually asked in data science interviews at Microsoft? Is the DSA important? Maybe if you're not from data science background, if you're aware, you can talk about that. And DSA part is something which everyone, like, I have given this answer so many times, but if you can share your thoughts regarding this.
Sure, sure, sure. So, like, as a data science role, like, more priority is given to subject around machine learning or data analytics, or how you will write SQL queries, right? How you will build models. But DSA will play some role there. Like if you go for the actual interview process, there might be one round at least for DSA, and there will be more focus on data science. So, like at my time, like when I was giving the interview, Microsoft came for data science profile as well. So at
Okay.
that time, they took like 3 round for around DSA or machine learning stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
1 round for DSA.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the usual trend, like 25-75% of DSA and data science will be there.
Yes, so 3 years back also, when I was giving the interview at Microsoft with respect to this position only, I gave data
Hmm.
science. So in that case, again, the starting round is of DSA. They will be having two questions. I think I remember.
Hmm.
The platform I forgot, but if I'm not wrong, maybe CoCubes is there.
Yes,
So
yes.
there they have taken two questions, and it's of DSA round. And
Hmm.
after that, even in the interviews in the starting, they asked me DSA questions. After that, they are focusing on what knowledge you have in data science, like machine learning
Right.
algorithms you have talked about. So
Hmm.
yeah, DSA is important, even for this position. I think, be it any position, maybe web development, you are from that domain, right? Data
Yes.
science, I am working on that domain. Or maybe mobile development, Android developer, Java, Python, be it any domain, I think DSA is something which is always helpful. What do you think,
Yes,
Saurabh?
yes. DSC will definitely play some role in interview at least, and some online contests, right? And it will also give you good understanding like how program works, right? No one can just go directly and try to work on projects, right? First, they have to learn
Exactly.
basics, fundamentals. So
Definitely.
fundamental can comes only from data structures and how
Mhm.
you can use those data structure to build some algorithm, and based on these two only you will be able to build some kind of big scale project, right?
One more question, which as of now they are not asking, but definitely they will ask. They usually ask from me as well.
Hmm.
But you are currently in Microsoft, so let me ask from you from their side. Is that mandatory to have DSA in Java or in C++ or in Python? Did the company in the rounds, force the students that you have to write in Java, otherwise we will not accept it?
No, no, no.
Anything like that?
No, so it never happens for any company, right? Companies don't tell like you have to learn any specific language, right? So different teams work on different languages, and it is
Hmm.
expected like if you are good in any kind of high level language like either C++, Java, Python, C sharp, right? So you are able to easily understand any other language because there is no much difference in those languages, right? So even if you have learned Python, like it is very easy to learn, right? Its syntax are very easy, straightforward. Companies will allow you. You can work on any language, and once you are in some team, then they will ask you to ramp up on some other language, and that is having a very easy learning curve, right? Because you are already aware of one language, so it will be very smooth transition if you are learning another language when you are in a working environment, right?
Definitely, definitely. I completely agree with you. And the same mindset and thought I used to share with them. Uh, and I feel very happy because it's syncing with us, right? You are
Yeah.
working, and I believe that you are very experienced also. And if you are saying this thing, it means that still the companies are looking for the people who are having a good problem solving skill set, rather than focusing on what language they are, writing their
Yes.
code.
Yeah.
Definitely. There is one more interesting question which I can see, and then maybe we can again start our question part. So here, RRS, artificial intelligence, is asking that, ma'am, how system design is important for Microsoft interviews.
So basically, as a fresher, there is a low expectation. Like they will not expect you to build a very scalable design solution. They might ask you to build a small thing, right? Or they will just think like how you are approaching uh, towards those system, right? But if you are an experienced person, like if you are having around 3 year of experience or more than that, right? It is usual. Step in between any interview for Microsoft. Like they will have at least one or two interview depending on their level of experience, right? They will have high level designing, like how systems like YouTube, Gmail, or any big systems are how they are designed, like what all components will be required there. and there will
Mhm.
be low level design interview as well. So like
Mhm.
how different classes will be required for to building this, how their relationship will be there, right? How the flow of activity will happen when you are using those particular systems. So both kind of interview round will happen for you if you are having experience.
Okay, but you are saying that if you are having experience more than 3 plus years, then it
Yes,
is very crucial for that person to have that understanding of system design.
yes,
Ra-
yes.
but fresher, if they have fundamental knowledge, that will
That
work
should
in these
be, that
companies.
should be fine. That should be fine.
Okay, okay. So, any advice you want to give to the students who are preparing for the interviews with respect to these mang companies? Any words you have? Any maybe a few things which they really focused on if they really want to crack these companies?
Sure, sure, sure. So first thing first, like I will tell, like you should have a very clear goal, right? Because I feel like people usually follow different roles. Like I want to go in data science, I want to go in software development. So those roles are very different, and both roles require different kind of skill set, as I mentioned in my previous questions, right? So first you have a clear understanding like what role I am targeting and in which company I am targeting, right? And based on your goal, you should be very determined, very consistent. Like I will be following some particular timeline. Because you have to cover your DSA, because that is a need of the hour, right? For the at least
Mhm.
interview round, right? And
Yes,
you have to have good projects on the resume, right? These two things are must. Like you should have good understanding of DSA, and you should have good projects on your resume. These both thing when combined, you will be able to get any um, you will be able to crack any interview.
definitely, definitely. That's super. Can you talk about your YouTube channel? I have noticed that you also have your own YouTube channel. So, what content you have already uploaded and what kind of content you are planning to upload? And by the way, I have already attached the link in the description of the video as well. And in the tagline also, you will be able to observe his channel link is there. So please go check it out and subscribe to his channel as well. Yeah, please let us know.
Yeah, so like my personal aim for the channel is like to share my learnings. Like whatever I am learning, I usually like to do a lot of projects, side projects, like just for my learning sake, right? So I will be trying to upload a lot of videos around how those different projects are built, right? A different kind of skills, whatever is required, right? Not only related to our technology, like maybe related to some designing, how big systems are designed, how uh, how different tools are being used, right? So I have uploaded one particular uh, series on Azure. So I was
Okay.
learning some kind of cloud computing fundamentals. So I prepared that list, like what is must to know if you are going to learn about Azure or any cloud computing service, right? So I will keep
Nowadays,
on.
I think it's very important to have a good understanding of cloud platforms as well.
Yes,
Maybe
yes. So
AWS, GCP, maybe any one of them Azure, but
yeah,
definitely it's must.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you
So
have
like there,
already created a playlist for that. Complete
yes,
content is available.
yeah. So it's very basic. Like you should get a brief understanding of what all different services are there in
Okay.
Azure cloud computing, right? And I'm planning to make more such kind of series, like using different tech stack which I have mentioned, right? Flutter,
Mhm.
React, those kind of,
Mhm.
and even system design. Also, I will try to work on those things.
Yes, yes, please do that. I think there is a lot more knowledge is required with respect to these domains which you're talking about. And
Yeah,
definitely it will be really helpful for each and everyone. Let's take one more question with respect to Bhavishya. So she's saying that, ma'am, how to develop projects of core Java. So can you talk about that, Saurabh?
yeah. So like Java is mostly used to develop Android applications, right? Like if you go to Play Store, like around half of the applications which are on Play Store are being developed in Java. But now the technology is little going down, but still it has a share market share in the uh, mobile Android application. So using Java, you can definitely uh, build some Android applications like using Android Studio or any other kind of IDE, right?
Okay.
So for
Mhm.
Java, that is the best possible project you can build.
Perfect. One more question that, as of now, currently, if we will look, technology, in terms of technology, there are so many things which we have, right? Different domains are there. And on a daily basis, some research is going on, something new is coming up. So
Yes.
how you stay, keep yourself motivated to learn, and then uh, be driven that, okay, I have to learn this thing on a daily basis. You also might face challenges, right, in the company, that, okay, this is something which is again coming up new, I'm not aware about this, I have to learn this. So
Yes.
sometimes it might be frustrating, right? Or you are very okay with that thing.
Yeah, I will not say it's frustrating, like because I
Okay.
like to explore different things, right? Not
Mhm.
even in the technical domain, but in other domains as well. Whenever a new things comes, like if you see, like in the last few years, like Metaverse came, ChatGPT came, right? So all of these things are coming to ease our life, right? It is making our life easy, right? So we can explore like
Definitely.
how to use those things for the betterment of ourselves, right? Not just in terms of like will they replace us or will the future be around them only, right?
Mhm.
So we should explore thinking them like how we can use their benefits for us, right? So like nowadays ChatGPT is trending. Everyone is making some kind of copilot or something to make help for everyone to work on their own products, right? So
Yes.
I personally use those technologies and try to find like how I can benefit. I usually build some project around them, like like how I can invest in my ideas using those tech stack which are coming in the market. So that gives me hands-on experience to develop something and learning side by side.
So I was delivering a talk yesterday, and that was on a data analyst positions in the market. And
Mhm.
one common question which everyone had in their head is that, will these tools, Google Bard, Chat GPT, Mid Journey, maybe will they replace these kind of data driven jobs, and any other job? Because nowadays content creation is something which is happening on these tools, right, very easily. So what
Yes.
is your say on these things?
So it is, I think, the frequently asked question of every session, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel they will never be able to replace because it also comes with a human skills. Like, you should be able to use those things. Without
Mhm.
proper skills, you will not be able to consume their benefit part, right? So basically, definitely they have helped human like to uh, in different domains. Like if you ask me, like it can write code for me. If you are a content creator, it can write a script for you. It can write what can be the next topic, trending topic for you. Like it will help you, but it will never be able to replace you. Like you can assume like if you are doing some task in 3 hour, it can help you to reduce your time. Like you can do the same task in 1 hour, but you should have the right skill set to ask or use this kind of tech stack.
Prompts.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. One more question that I want to know about sir's interview experience, not for technical per se, but communication experience in GD. Does GD happen in your case?
I don't remember like at least Microsoft conduct any kind of
I
GD
don't.
round.
I don't think Microsoft conducted GD round. Yes.
I don't think like it used to conduct for internship, but at the placement they didn't conduct it for me,
Yeah.
right? So basically they took one online test. I remember it was on paper, not on any board or something, any laptop or any computer. It was on paper.
Okay.
So
It was on paper.
yes, that was a
Oh,
different part, right? So they came to campus and they they give us one questions, right? You have to write a code for that.
Okay.
Because what happens, like when you write code in the any platform or anything, like you will either pass or you will fail, right? So they will just take the decision from the platform. But when you are
Hmm.
writing the code in the in some paper or something, then you can explore how the person is thinking, how.
Logical thinking.
Yes. So that all things will come into play. So first I had that particular written round, and thereafter there was, I think, 3 to 4 interview 101, and there was one A round that was more around the resume only, whatever projects I have done, whatever publications I have done. Then, so they ask around those things, and in technical round, they usually ask very easy to medium kind of questions, right? So I think that was my experience. So I had around 3 technical interviews and one A interview that was more aligned with resume.
But you have given 4 years, 4 years back, right?
Yes, yes.
So, is the same thing is going on? Do you have an idea? Have you discussed with the current freshers that are coming in Microsoft?
Yes, yes, yes. So like every year, freshers comes, right? And even I also do some shadowing. So I know like the same pattern is following. Just the
Mm.
trend is like earlier the companies used to go to college in person. Now they are
Hmm.
doing in the virtual environment over the video.
After the COVID, it happens a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. I think we have almost covered up all the questions. If there is anyone who is having any other question, who wants anything to ask from Saurabh, please do write in the chat window. Meanwhile, Saurabh, if possible, can you share your journey of 4 years college? How was that? You have graduated
Yeah.
from IIT BHU. How is the
Sure.
networking experience as an
Sure.
IITian?
So, like, I will start from the start. Like, when I joined IIT, so I was in a different branch, ceramic branch, right? You might not have heard about that branch.
Ceramic. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know about that branch. What is
So,
that included?
so basically, it is very different. Like, it is more related to like how different different kind of materials like bricks or some kind of the sanitary wares or like how those things are built, right? So it is a very
Oh,
different kind of branch, completely far away from technology, right? And
okay.
usually like very less companies like tech companies opens for those branch, right? And
Hmm.
after like that particular branch, like I had a determination to learn because I had in my college time I had learned Python or C++. So I had a focus to go into that direction. So I did my branch change in my first year, and thereafter, since I also had an interest in mathematics, I switched my branch to mathematics and computing.
Okay.
And there again, like I got more interested in like how to develop Android application. Like I usually used to have more and more ideas, right? And I want to bring them into production. Like I want to see them in my phone, right? So I learn how to develop Android projects, right? In my first or second year only, right? Uh, then that particular things came into me. Like I usually used to participate in a lot of hackathons in my college time. I used to network with a lot of people. I used to be part of a lot of clubs there, like college clubs. So I usually used to network and try to gain in my college journey. Like I did Google Summer of Code as well. So
Oh, that's
it is
super.
a open source program, right? So there you work on some real world project. So one time I have participated in, and one time I have mentored in the same organization. So
Okay.
that was my journey, like, and then I just came to Microsoft after.
Oh, that's super. So in the very first year only you switched your domain to that
Yes,
mathematical computing.
yes. So it usually happen only after 1 year only. If you
Okay.
performed good or you have
On the basis of marks, CGPA.
on the basis of CGPA. You usually
Mm-hmm.
need to be top in your branch, and then there is a kind of a whole ranking thing. Based on that, you will get the branch and all, right? So I had interest in mathematics and along with that computer science. So I choose that branch, and that helped me to come to this place.
Super awesome. It's a great journey, I think.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I think we can wrap up the session. Let me take few more questions. Janmeje is saying, please upload a video on DP. So I think there is already a video available on dynamic programming. Please go and check it out on the playlist of DSA using Python. I think you will be able to get that. There can be few more applications which I can discuss in dynamic programming. Maybe I'll come up very soon with respect to that part as well. Right. One more important thing is that day after tomorrow, our batch will be live with respect to DSA. If still there is anyone who wants to enroll in that batch, please check in the description of this video. Again, the link is there. You can go and check it out, enroll it, and very soon the enrollments will be closed because the batch will start day after tomorrow on 16th. Okay. Uh, Top programming skills in 2024. Saurabh.
Yeah, so like I already answered it, but you can definitely go, like if you see Flutter is very trending in the market right now. So every new application which are being built is developed in Flutter. So you can go and try to learn Flutter, and it is very easy. Like it is built on Dart language, and
Okay.
it is one of the top programming language which is currently trending in this year.
Okay. One more question, and then maybe we can wrap up. I'm a student belonging from Odisha and computer science with BSc. My question is, after my BSc graduation, what should I do? Any suggestions you have?
So, like, it's completely fine. Like, based on your interest, you should choose your job or whatever you want to do. Like, if you feel you are more inclined toward technical things, right? If you are more interested how software works, how to develop any project there, application there, then definitely you can pick this path. If you have a different interest, like if you want to you have more kink of analysis of some kind of data, then you can go into that domain. Like there are a lot of different roles like business administrator or data analyst, data science, data engineer, data scientist, right? So based on your interest, I will say go and choose the right path.
Okay. I think we are good to go. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for coming here. I hope that you really like this conversation.
Yes,
I am
yes.
looking forward for more collaborations with you with
Yeah,
respect to the teaching part as well.
sure, sure.
And thank you so much, everyone, for joining in here. I'll see you all very soon in the next upcoming live. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you so much, Priya, for inviting me, and hope everyone loved and I was able to answer everyone's query.
Yeah, if there is still anything which you want to ask from him, I have already attached his LinkedIn ID in the comment section. Sorry, in the description itself, it's there. You can go connect with him, ask from him, or you can also, mention in the comment section of this video. We'll try to answer all the questions if you have. Thank you
Sure.
so much, everyone. Yeah. Bye bye.